Previously on
Protect the princess! What? Where did I come from? I found a boy being pinned to the ground, with the hand of his assailant clenched tight around his collar. Holy shit! What? Teyuka, you look Rune-jang! Or Sarah, what? I'm lost in words, damn! Rude! I don't believe me, I see it! They're even bigger than the last time I saw him. I'm sure that's water to youngsters. Rudo, come over here for a second. Don't be shy. Yes. For the love of Maddox, Sid, your boy's proud like a tree. Whether the boy's eating, it's all good to his height. He'll be taller than you soon.
Alright, Hertze. Don't get my son caught up in your antic now. Okay now, so it's the same rule as usual, right? Hey, look over there! Hertzwan's gonna play a wing game of spin out with David CEO! You out of your mind, sonny! The CEO deems enterprise when it aggressive evil person. She's too filled for our affection to court the legs of the rich. I implore you to take a good grab over there, they black bastard. And for love of a minute, it's release him. Bless evil's blessing. I'll have you boys know that I am not above coming to Evil's Tavern, everybody, or every day's a good day when you eat at Evil's. I might be filthy rich, but I'm also as filthy as the rest of ye. I'm gonna best the King of Evils tonight. Get your guts ready, Hertzie. Your throne's gonna be mine after tonight.
Hail to the future King of Evils! Here we go again. We couldn't just, for once, have a nice and normal meal as a family. No! Don't fret your heart out too much, you lad. I'll sit back soon. I haven't seen this beautiful bastard's mug in a long time. Sweet Eli, will you please let us enjoy our youth for old time's sake? Well, I suppose so. But you better down that ale faster than Hertzie, that's it. I don't care how smashed you get either. Make Hertzie regret interrupting our dinner.
Mother? You got it, honey. Don't forget to work the crowd. Get in on our side.
Hear me, patrons of evils. If my husband can beat Hertzwan Growlies in a game of speed ale, we're buying a round of ale for everyone here. Oh, mighty nectar of evils! You heard the lady, gents? Stop Hertzie from drinking that ale! That's not fair! I can barely afford my own drinking life! Rig it, I say! The game's rigged! Give back that ale! Hee hee, much to my own surprise, you seem to be enjoying yourself, Mother. Phew.
Mother, is something wrong?
It's nothing, Rudo. I just can't help but feel some relief. Time really does wonders. With time, we learn to forgive and forget all the pain we caused each other. Time gave us a second chance to move past the mistakes that were made and move on with our lives. To be honest with you both, I was relieved that Hertzwan came to us tonight. There was a time when I thought that we lost Hertzwan as our good friend. Mother, I apologize for my actions. No matter how young I was, there is no excuse for bringing shame and disgrace to our family name. It was not for my action, then there might never have been any issue with the Crowley's family. You don't have to apologize, Rune. It's all in the past now. The only thing I care about are you two. I only want the best for you two, and your happiness means the world to me. Mother?
Right, Mom. Right.
You two will understand one day. When you both are grown up, leading your father's company with your own families, you will know why I feel how I do. But you both need to first accumulate, absorb, and retain everything you learn. And most importantly, keep your eyes on the prize. Do you understand me? Yes, Mother.
Wait a minute, little Rude. You got off of Takeda Academy for the gifted. Good for ya! I never went to a no fancy man's school like that, and I turned out just fine. Then, administrator didn't want me no how, and I didn't need him anyways. I hear ya, Hertzie. Do you hear that, Rude? Neither Uncle Hertzwan nor myself went to school, and we both turned out just fine.
Don't listen to your father. He just had too much to drink. Right, darling?
Yeah, I'll stop screwing that change. What's the time?
Listen, Rune. Your father, Uncle Albus, and Uncle Hertzwan all didn't go to school to get a formal education. But against all odds, they are become huge successes in their own way. Not everyone can do that, though. Even though your father may start acting strange when the subject of education is brought up, he is an advocate for compulsory education. Why, before your father made his fortune in dabbing in mana mines, education was always reserved for Acadia's most privileged families. But that all changed years ago after your father persuaded the Acadian government to create a compulsory education system for the entire outer pole.
Compulsory education?
It's the education that all children are required to receive no matter how their social status. It's a way of empowering the future generation, really.
Empowering the future generation?
That's right, Rudo. Don't you two ever forget this either. The people of Outer Pole here cannot use mana craft to survive, unlike other places out in the world. Education is the only pathway we have towards survival. That's why you both need to immerse yourself in education, study hard, and flourish in order to survive.
What nonsense are you about, Eli? We're surviving without a stick and education just fine.
Hertzie?
A person's worth ain't determined by the things they learn in some distant school. It's determined by your life's experience and how much they've grown as a reason. Hell yeah, Hertzie! Here for the drunken slob, you have some good things to say.
Goodness gracious, the both of you drunkards, stop trying to poison the mind of my dear children with the red ways. Rune, no matter what they say tonight, you're still starting at the academy next week. Tee, understood, Mother, dearest.
You sure that, Rune's fine? 'Cause her eyes are it's like a dead fish. Damn! Sid. Oh, you brought Rudo with you. Hello, Uncle Elvis. Yeah, sorry, Albus, but I forgot to grab some papers on the way out earlier. And that was supposed to be Rudo before that. Anyway, my bad. No, but by all means. Actually, you came at the perfect time, Rudo. Rudo, could you, excuse us both for a little while? Your father and I need to discuss something. Huh? Okay. Do you need something to kill time with, son? No, I had something I wanted to finish up earlier, so... Gotcha. I'll be back shortly, Father. Albus, what's going on? What's with the headmaster's mug you're wearing, huh?
At least, I'm not the one who looks like they had one too many drinks. Yeah. Did you get smashed yesterday evening?
You bet I did. I had some fun with Hertzie and the family at the Evils last night. Remember how I told you that Rune was accepted into Katie Academy for the Gifted? I figured she should be safe to be around other kids by now, right? It's been 5 years already.
I assume you broke the news to her then.
Nothing gets past you, Albus. I never seen her so bright and bubbly before. There was so much life in your eyes. In everyone's eyes, in fact. You should have been there, Albus.
There was life. Was there?
Okay, Albie. Now you're ruining my mood with that grid mug you're making and the cryptic crap. What's going on?
We have an issue on our hands, Sid. Here's the most recent cross-section image of Rune's cerebral cortex from the mana resonance imagining. MRI. Take a good look at it.
Huh?
It's divided into parts which correspond to specific emotions within the brain. I want to focus your attention on the area that pertain to emotions, such as happiness, anger, sadness, shock.
Huh? This image, was it mucked up during the scan, was it?
Unfortunately, it was not. I was quite shocked myself. But this is the reality of the situation, Sid. What this image captured are Rune's depth, range, and varieties of emotions.
You lost me this time, Albie. Because I don't see anything you just described in this image. I see no depth, no range, no variety, nothing. This is just a default template of all MRIs, right? Did you not trigger the machine when you scanned it?
Sid, try and compose yourself. I'll get to the point. Your daughter's range of emotions is non-existent.
Huh?
Unlike your son and myself, Rune's brain lacks a part of the limbic system that is essential for the regulation of emotions. It's a rare congenital disorder that she's always had, but that we only recently discovered.
Albus. That's just not possible.
Sid.
She was laughing, smiling, and everything. I watched her suck about the house when Rudo didn't play with her one day. Are you trying to tell me that all those emotions were fictive?
I cannot say, Sid. Without evidence of emotional expression, my theory, unfortunately, still stands.
It's just one image. It will never be enough to convince me that my daughter is devoid of all emotions.
The evidence stands, Sid. I wouldn't have brought it to your attention unless I believed that it was something that you needed to know.
And what did I need to know, Albus? Huh? That Rune's a living doll? Do I need to start doubting if my own daughter is even human?
Sid!
Isn't that what you're arguing right now? Just because she's devoid of emotion doesn't make her any less of a human. It's our heart that make us who we are.
Think for a second. For 1 second. And just get a hold of yourself, Sid.
No, Albus. My daughter, not Rune. There's gonna be some mistake. The MRI isn't entirely reliable yet. You can't just base your whole assertion for doubting my daughter's humanity on a prototype.
It's your invention, Sid. And the margin of the error for your invention is non-existent. You personally calibrated to show anything and everything. There's no room for errors. Out of all the inventions that helped in the advancement of the medical field, your MRI has given birth to the most successful treatment known to the outer pole.
I am not listening to you, Albus. My daughter has emotions, damn it! Damn it all! This is all just one horrible mistake. Even the incident with the Grolies 5 years ago. It's not Rune's fault.
Rune has no emotions? Rudo? Well, that kinda makes sense that she, her eyes is kinda like a dead fish, yeah. Yeah. Months passed after Albus's revelation to my father. Contrary to our then common fear, Rune had managed to mix and mingle without any issue at Cadia's Academy for the Gifted. Albus's assertion bore no fruit as time passed, and our lives went by without any incident. As time passed, even the unfortunate incident with Marcus Gurley's 5 years prior faded from the memory of the public. Rune spent 5 years under house arrest and was primarily homeschooled until my parents appealed. Ultimately, Rune's lack of exposure to the public had effectively erased the existence of Sid Stevens' only daughter. The Academy informed us of Rune's progress, and that her well-mannered demeanor helped make her approachable to students. She made many friends there. Rune also had little issue learning all the material offered at the Academy. Clearly, the professional teacher that father hired during her 5 years of confidence had paid off. And with all this news in mind, Albus' diagnosis of Rune's lack of emotions became a moot point, and life went on. But one day, life decided to seize its relentless advance to remind me of the truth. I recall that I was returning home from another day at Cadia's Academy for the Gifted, when I decided to stop by a park that wasn't frequented often by the most people. I thought I'd take a stroll through the thickets and bushes to unwind a little, but after clearing the first few rows of thickets, I saw that Rune was there too. I crept near to her, wondering what she was doing in a park all alone when there was practically no one else around. I was wrong. Huh? Rune! As I crept closer, nature's tranquility was suddenly shattered from the deafening cry of an animal. I hadn't the faintest idea what animal made such an agonizing sound, but I could tell something was wrong when no other sound followed. Rune! No! Please, no! I rose from the underbrush and strode towards the young tree that Rune sat under. Yeah, Rude. Uso, マジで? Did you just use a scissor to cut a cat right now? ちょっと holy shit, bruh. What the fuck, girl? Oh my god. Rude! Hello, brother? What brings you so far here? Were you looking for me? It is quite ill-mannered of you to sneak up on me unannounced.
What are you doing, Rune? What are those scissors for? And why are they stained ruby red?
Well, obviously, it's because there's blood on them. As for what I'm doing out here, brother, well, that's really none of your concern, right? Or are you just being noisy for no reason, Rudo?
The tone of her voice suddenly deepened. Going to ask you again, Rune. What are you doing here? And what did you do to that animal? No, I don't believe it. Rune, I almost forgot how clever she could be. All those horrible things that she did 5 years ago. And nobody even noticed a thing until she stabbed them in the eye. It's all been an act. What is wrong with you?
Wrong? Nothing is wrong with me, Rudo. Unless you consider the fact that I am devoid of all emotion, then you could just consider me inhuman.
She knew? That theory was only known between Father, Albus, and myself. So how did she find out? When did she find out? You don't have to thank me.
You don't have to thank me, Rudo. It's the least I could do, now that you know about my extracurricular activities. Allow me to elaborate how I came to this conclusion. My dear, oblivious big brother. Nothing invokes any emotions for me. I feel nothing for any of you, and I feel much like a blank canvas. Every waking moment of my life, until I personally brushed it with the pain of the living, stain it with the purest blood of the heart, and captured the very essence of sweet, euphoric death. Do you understand, Rudo? All the pleasant memories I've experienced with our family means absolutely nothing to me. Natural or not, observing death's works is the only pleasure that I derive from life.
If I had only known that day.
Oh, Rudo? If only you understand the beauty behind the sweet sound of death rattle and the spastic contractions of rigor mortis. If only you knew how fulfilled they make me feel.
That through her macabre musings, the gaze in her eyes would be the harbingers of future misfortune.
So much life endures, and yet all life is just so fragile and easy to end.
I came to the conclusion that anything had to be done about Rune. Holy fuck! I spoke to my parents about my findings, but they ignored me, seeking to be oblivious to the daughter that was their, or oblivious to the danger that was their daughter. I needed concrete evidence that the past 6 years are all a sham, an illusion that Rune created to lure my parents into a false sense of security. But it was in vain.
Rudo, how could you say that about your own sister? I don't know what happened between you two today, but please try and get along with her. You're her only brother in the whole world.
My mother appealed to my diminishing attachment to my murderous little sister. Fuck, Mom. I was living with paranoia every waking moment of my life. I wasn't wrong to suspect Rune after the eye-gouging incident. Now I couldn't take my eyes off her for even a moment. Unlike poor Marco Growley's, which his hindsight was a completely unforeseen and spur-of-the-moment incident. Rune has matured by 6 dangerous years. I needed to counter her with whatever I could do. I convinced myself that she was scheming something with every fiber of her being. I wasn't living for myself anymore. I was living to prevent Rune from committing murder. For a while I observed and watched each and every one of her actions, following her daily itinerary to the T. I even ventured to ask the local peacekeeper for reports of any peculiar incidents, particularly one involving dead animals. What they revealed left me flabbergasted.
Dead animals? That ain't news to our ears anymore, son.
It was something that had been happening over the past few years. Numerous reports regarding the discovery of grisly animal remains. The site of discovery always featured dismembered limbs, tails, heads, the whole 9 yards. The peacekeeper didn't have a suspect, but they knew that only a person could have done the deed. They could never catch anyone in act. The reports only continued to increase. I was instructed to report anything out of a place or unusual. I was at a loss as to what to do. Should I confess that my sister was behind it all? Right now, in the spur of a moment? Without a single shred of evidence to support my allegations? My claims held no water without any physical evidence or third-party corroboration. Even if I had anything to work with, the thought of my mother's tear-streaked face made me hesitant to press the matter with the peacemakers. I had stopped my sister before her murder spree of animals escalated to include humans. I didn't want our mother to suffer any more pain because of my twisted sister's actions. From that day onward, I became the deterrence to Rune's devotion to death. My eyes never failed to track her movements, whether she went, whatever she did. My eyes would always follow.
I've noticed you've been paying extra special attention to me recently, brother. What a shame.
Every breath she took, every word she uttered, everything she did only served to fuel my suspicions. From the day since she blighted Mark of Glowley's, Rune had been diligently working to earn back the trust of the people who cared about her, even going as far as developing a facade for the sake of appearing reformed. How blind you are.